Hi guys, thank you for joining me. This is another episode of Kitchen Therapy with Candi-Lu. I have a new hairdo. I did it myself, and I was actually feeling a little unsure about it because it seemed a little big, but I thought, you know what, just roll with it. So let me know what you guys think. Keep it, don't keep it. What are your thoughts? I even cut it myself. Look, I got some clippers, got some scissors, and I went to town. At first I was using the excuse saying that I wanted to cut my hair because I wanted to save money, but I think I'm just really super into trying to cut my own hair right now. That's my thing. So anyway, enough about my hair. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Kitchen Therapy with Candi-Lu. I promise you I am not going to be before you guys too long tonight. But what I wanted to do was provide another option for some of you guys who are really struggling with your vegetable intake. I have a friend I was talking to, and he said that he had got diagnosed with high blood pressure last year. And so he really did an overhaul on what he was eating. So he told me this. He said, what I do at the beginning of the week is I take a bag of green beans, a bag of corn, and a bag of, I think it was broccoli, and he puts it in a pot with water and boils it, and that's what he eats on. And so while that's awesome, that's noble, it's really boring. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting tired of it. So what I want to do is I want to provide him with one other alternative. I'm going to start doing this regularly because as much as I love my flavorful, fatty, meaty foods, I also know that it's important for us to get our greens. As they say, you are what you eat. So let's get with it. So what I have right now is I have a bag of, it was actually like a fourth of a bag left, of collard greens. Now, when I think of collard greens, we usually boil those things. We pop them on a stove, put them in the water, boil them up, and we're good to go. Stick a pig foot in there, a ham hock, chicken's neck. We put something in there and we boil it up and we have our greens. And usually when we boil the heck out of all the nutrients. So what I want to do is provide another alternative for making your greens. We are going to use a skillet. Anybody who knows me knows I am a skillet lover. So let's get with it. I'm going to take you over to another part of my kitchen. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Tanisha. Hi, Carlos, Solomon, Erica. Hi. So here we go. This is so simple. For those of you guys who are like, I want to eat healthy, but I don't know where to start, and I'd be darned if I go out and buy all those ingredients that I see on those healthy recipes. You know, the new recipes that are out. You know, you need this tofu and this chia seed, and all. To me, if it requires more than like 3 or 4 ingredients and I don't have it, count me out. So if you're like me, this right here is for you. What are you guys cooking for dinner tonight? You guys have any incredible dinner plans? Any vegetables? Any methods? A little bit more. Okay, so right here what I have is the skillet. Now, those of you guys who do not know, I am not some certified bona fide chef. I am just a person who I love to eat. I love good food. And I feel like food is that thing that I don't care where you're from, you have it in common. We all share that one common thread is we all have to eat to survive. Now, some of us love food a little bit more than others. I'm one of those people. But we have that in common. And so that's why I love to cook. And that's why I'm cooking on Facebook Live with you today. And it's also a great way to share something. Turn this heat up. It's a great way to share some things that I do in my kitchen. So tell me what you do in your kitchen. Hey, Micah, thank you for joining me. So what I'm going to do is this. You can use whatever. I'm running low on oil. See, this is real life. You know, when you think, you're going to have a bowl of cereal, you ain't got no milk. You want to have Kool-Aid, you ain't got no sugar. I want to use a little bit of oil, but I barely have any oil, which I shouldn't be using a lot of oil anyway, but we're going to do it. So here we go. Get your skillet nice and hot. Mine's heating up. I'm pretty sure it's not super hot where it needs to be, but it's getting there. So I'm going to pour some oil in here. This is for you guys who are having a hard time going green because you think it's boring. I have news for you. It is what you make it. What we put in is what comes out. So we got to make sure we're putting in some good stuff. Take this oil and just whoosh, like so. Oh, you're not feeling it tonight? Okay, Erica, listen, if you're not feeling it tonight, hi, little, okay, I have 2 Ericas on there. Erica Edmonds, my cousin through marriage, and my sister Erica. So hi, Erica, and Breezy. Hi, Breezy. Erica, if you're not feeling cooking tonight, listen, just get a skillet. Look at what you have in your fridge. You're a healthy eater, so I know you have something good in there. I had these tomatoes that were 6 freaking dollars for this carton. I'm gonna use these up right now. Did you guys know that when you cook your tomatoes, that it releases some sort of property that is, it's an antioxidant. It fights cancer. So eating tomatoes itself is really good for you. But when you cook them, when you heat them up, there's something in these little magical nuggets that releases, that fights cancer even before it starts. I should eat one now, but I'm not. So these are already, they're not rinsed. Hold on, let me rinse these real quick. All right, so I'm gonna put these in here because I like my tomatoes to be nice and salty, if that's a word. Just drop them in there, drop them like it's hot. The skillet's not very hot. Turn it up a little bit more. Okay, so just throw these in here. I'm gonna put more. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So I dropped some tomatoes in there. We're just gonna let these, I hear it a little bit. We're gonna let that heat up. What I'm gonna do now is this. I'm gonna make, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So we have healthy right there. We have unhealthy right here. It's called balance, all right? So don't judge me. Now, this has no alcohol in it. This is a margarita mix. And if you have some tequila, mix it on up, but I don't have any of tequila. I just have the margarita mix for flavor. I have vanilla pudding, and I have some evaporated milk. What do you guys think about making a margarita pudding tonight? I think it's awesome. So let me go ahead and see what happens as I attempt to whip up something I've never done. Most things I do here, I've never done before. Most things, let me tell you, I just do it here for the first time. I thought about calling myself the first time chef because everything I do, I'm typically doing for the first time. I am a person who is kind of a creature of habit when it comes to food. I typically would eat things like, I've told you guys this before. I used to eat salmon. Anybody who knew me for a typical dinner knows that I would cook salmon, lentils, broccoli, and maybe brown rice, and that's what I ate all the time. But I started to switch it up recently. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with me. I've branched out some. I hear the eye. The skillet's getting hot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna dump this evaporated milk in here. We're gonna make us a margarita pudding. I've never done it. First time for everything. First time chef. So we have tomatoes. We have healthy, unhealthy. Healthy, unhealthy. We have our little veggie dinner tonight. It's a green salad. It's gonna be so good. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Like, I love it. Okay, I'm still pouring this in here. Like I'm milking a cow. Milk that cow. Milk that cow. Okay. It's almost there. I should have just opened the can up all the way, but I didn't. You ever do things and you wonder why you're doing it the way you're doing it? I do that often. Now, do you know why I'm using evaporated milk? Any guesses? Tell me, why am I using evaporated milk for pudding? I bet you'll never guess why. You give up? I'm using it because I don't have any other milk. I don't really drink milk too much. So we have our tomatoes right here. Let me show you what I have going on. You have the tomatoes on the skillet. These are getting nice and hot. They're releasing their antioxidant properties right as we speak. It's like magic. These are like little magic cannons right there. So there's that. Oopsies. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in for... See, the problem with me is I like really seasoned food, so I can take something really healthy and make it real unhealthy in the matter of 4.2 seconds. Because I like to, I like the salts, I like pepper. I don't think pepper's bad for you though. But I know too much salt can really do a person in. And so for my friend that requested a veggie meal, that's not going to help him because he's trying to make sure his blood pressure remains, balanced in a nice healthy level. So here we go. We have our greens that have already been washed. Now we're just going to go ahead and throw these greens up in this skillet. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Now if you have onions are wonderful. If you have like those little tiny little bulb purple onions. They're sweet. I found some at the farmer's market. There's a farmer's market in Phoenix right downtown. I think it's called the Public Market. You guys ever go there? They have really great produce, and they have these incredible little purple tomatoes that are so sweet. And when I first started making this little concoction, which is several years ago, that's where I got my tomatoes for this. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit of salt to this right here. And